Good morning, morning group. Good afternoon, afternoon group. Today I have an activity that I thought might be something nice to do to help brighten up everybody's day when they're out for a walk. So what we're going to do is find a rock, like this one here. Something around about this size is a good size, and something that's smooth if you can. And we're going to paint it and then leave it somewhere that other people will see it. Something that will make them smile and make them feel good, and something that will be nice for children to look out for when they're out for a walk. So if you have a look in your garden and see, can you find a rock about this size? And try and find something that's smooth. If you don't have a garden or there's no rocks in your garden, then the next time you're out for a walk, you could maybe see, could you find a rock when you're out for a walk? Now, if you are looking for rocks when you're out for a walk, make sure that you wash your hands properly when you bring it home, or if you've hand sanitizer with you, then sanitize your hands after you pick it up. And when you find your rock and you bring it home, or you bring it in from your garden, you need to give it a wash first before you start this activity. So give it a wash and then let it dry completely, and then you'll be ready to go. So for the activity, you need a rock, you need some paint. Ordinary poster paint is fine. And I'd say put down a piece of paper or a piece of plastic underneath the rock before you start. It'll just help to protect the surface that is underneath your rock. Okay, so we're going to start now in a moment, and I'm going to get my paint. So for this rock, I'm going to use some red paint. So I have some red paint here in a container. It's just an old yogurt container, and this is just red poster paint, and I'm going to start to paint it onto the rock now in a moment. Now it may need 2 coats of paint, and I'll have a look when I'm finished the first coat and see what it's like. So I'm just going to start that now. Okay, so here's my first coat of paint going on. So be generous with the amount of paint you put on and spread it all around the rock. And try and get as much coverage as you can, spreading it all out all the way over the top and the sides of the rock. And I think I'm going to have to come back and give this rock a second coat, because even though I'm putting a good bit of paint on here, I can still see the rock through. So I'm just going to finish putting the rest of this paint on, and then I think once it's dry I'll come back and give it a second coat. So here we go with the second coat of paint. I'm just spreading it all over there now. Okay, I think that's about it. And I'm going to get my second rock now, and this is my second rock, and I'm going to paint this one yellow, because I thought that might be a nice bright colour for someone to see when they're out for their walks. There's my yellow poster paint, and I'm going to put that on. Now this yellow one I think is definitely going to need a second coat. So you can see there that I can see the rock through it still. So spreading that all out and covering the rock. So I think this one, when it's dry, I might put a nice smiley face on it, so it looks a bit like sunshine. So you can put whatever you want on it, but make it something that's nice for people to read or to see, something that will cheer them up and convey a positive message. Or you could just something cheerful. So my rocks have dried now, and they're ready for me to put the rest of the paint on. So I'm going to start off by putting some black paint onto my red rock because I'm going to turn that into a ladybird. So I'll start by putting a black line down the middle of the rock, so like the ladybird's wings meeting down the middle, and then I'm going to put some dots. So 1, 2, 3, and then the same on the other side. 1, 2, and 3. And then the top of the rock I'm going to paint all black like the top of the ladybird's head. To paint that all in there like that. Just fill that in. And then the yellow rock I'm going to paint like a sun. I thought it'd be a nice bright colour, so I'm going to give it a nice face. So 2 eyes and a mouth. Actually, this brush that I'm using is probably a little bit big for trying to write something on it, but I'm going to give it a try and try and write the word smile so that when someone sees it, it'll make them smile. S-M I L E. Like I said, this brush is actually a little bit big for trying to write the words, but maybe if you're writing a word on it, writing your name or whatever, maybe you could use maybe a marker instead, or a thinner paintbrush if you have one. So I hope you can see that there now. So if you do this activity, it might take a little while for them all to dry, but have a watch out. Then put them out somewhere when you're out for your walk, and then your friends can look for them, and you can keep an eye out and see if you can find any rocks belonging to your friends that they might make you smile and help to cheer you up a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the activity, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Don't forget to smile. Bye.